Thank you for the Go Populars. I'm doing good. I'm still feeling a little under the weather. My ears still feel kind of stopped up, but I'm feeling better. I'm feeling better. Seeing how's it going? Yo yo, Ben. Yo yo, washing something and it's not leveled in the washing machine. You washing your blanket? It's not level in the washing machine, so it don't want to spin. It's making a lot of noise. Try to stop it. Hola Rafael, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo andas? ¿Cómo amaneciste? Is it spread out? Did you open it? You know how like when you put something in the washer and if it's not spread out, it'll make that noise. But thank you for liking it live. How's everybody doing today? Is that you 13? Is that you on the two? Good morning everybody. Happy Tuesday, Tabby Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. All that goodness, all that jazz. How you doing, 13? How you doing? Thank you guys for liking the live. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Man, you know I've been thinking about all night, all this morning, that cierra la puerta, close the door, yo. All that stuff we watched last night. All that stuff that them people were doing on Outlast last night. You blessed? It made me so mad. It made me so mad because they winning right now. The people that doing wrong, they winning. That what really stuck to me is when she went over there and she was telling him, "You got two options." Like she had the authority to give him those options. Tony, welcome in. Good morning. And then when she was talking about him, she was like, "He's such a bad man." It's like he didn't do nothing to you, but because you want to win in your mind, you created your own narrative about this individual who you don't know, who hasn't done anything to you. I guess it bothered me because people do that. People do that. They create their own narrative about another person. They will create their own narrative about you just so they can just so they can cheat and steal and stab you in the back. Just so they can justify it. That's what she was doing. It's so disturbing. It's so disturbing how people's mind works like that. Walter, welcome in. How you doing today? How you feeling? I'm eating chocolate this morning, which I shouldn't be. 13 said, I don't like when bad guys win. I don't either. You gotta stay and you gotta fight. Thank you guys for liking it live. I appreciate it. Let me tap the screen and help you guys out too. There we go. I'm helping y'all out too, tapping the screen. Got it okay from the doctor to go back to work? Oh, that's good, bro, man. That is very good. I'm doing good. I'm doing very good. I'm still not quite 100%, but I'm feeling much better than I was. My ears still feel kind of stopped up this morning. It kind of, like yesterday, it kind of went away, but it's a little uncomfortable. You said pop your ears. I tried. Oh, that hurt. It didn't work. For me, it does. When you were sick, did you have that problem? Yeah. Yeah, it didn't work. They go back in. It's pressure or something, right? You gotta keep them over and over again until it goes away. It hurts. Brent said good morning, Yo Yo. She went like that. She gave you the. Yeah, it didn't work. They went right back in. Man, if Yo-Yo was watching Outlast with us, she'd be almost cursing the TV. She'd be mad. Let me tell you, Yo-Yo. So we watching this show on Netflix right for movie night, and they in Alaska. It's 4 teams, okay? Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, and Delta. Okay. The 4 teams, they gotta outlast. They gotta be the last team standing. Okay. To win, if they win, they split $1 million. You can't. You gotta be on a team. You can't win the show by yourself. So, let's say me, you, Yaya, and Nana on a team, right? Because we started out that way, that don't mean we gotta stay with this team. Like if you wanted to go to another team and let's say be on Brent and Mike's team, you can switch over or whatever, but you gotta be with the team to win. I'm doing good, team. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. How are you? So this one team, they only have a couple of their people. They tapped out early. You following me? Yo. You following me? She's not paying attention. Listen, the one team, they lost 2 of their players, so it's only 2 of them, right? Well, another team went and stole their sleeping bags. They went and stole their sleeping bags. So they can be cold and they can get hypothermia at night. Good morning, boss man. Yeah, you said it's kind of messed up. And not only did they do that, but they were trying to steal the rest of their stuff. And then they told them, they were like, you can leave. You got 2 options. If you go on the other side of the river, whatever it was, or you can leave. And they forced the people to tap out. You just said it's messed up. If somebody steal your sleeping bag and it's below freezing temperature, what you gonna do? You gonna go back and get it? Yo, he said, I'm gonna beat them up, mama. You gonna go over there throw them hands?
Yeah.
Yo, he said she throwing hands. Roadman, how you doing? Is 2 roadmans on here? I knew I wasn't tripping. It's 2 different roadmans? Man, rock'em sock'ems. Yeah, I would have, as little as I am, I would have went back. I would have went over there, Brent, and I'm like, you gonna give me my sleeping bag. I would give them 2 options. You gonna give them their sleeping bags back, or I'm gonna burn all this down. All this getting burnt up. Oh, both your phones? Oh, I appreciate you, man. Thank you. You getting my watch hours up? Oh, so I meant to tell you guys, the other night we did karaoke here on TikTok, right? But I dual streamed it, and I got 8 copyright issues for that one video, so we're not gonna be able to do karaoke. I'm not gonna be able to dual stream karaoke on the tube. How little am I? Well, I'm kind of, I don't know how, if I'm considered tall. I'm 5'6", but as far as weight, I'm kind of small. I'm small, extra small. Right now I have a little bit of weight on me. I'm like 114, but yeah, usually I'm like 107, 103 to 107. 6'7" break. Aw, thank you, Mr. Pre. I appreciate you. Yeah, I was scrolling early this morning. I checked my email and I saw it. They didn't give me like, I didn't get a strike or nothing. I don't know how that works on YouTube, but they said that when I get monetized, it will be an issue. Like I wouldn't be able to get monetized for that. 2 roadmen. Thank you for helping me out, roadman. Helping me get my watch hours up. They slowly going up, slowly, little by little. They climbing up there. Maybe give me, hopefully in another month and a half, maybe I get there. I'm hoping. How many people do covers? You have covers on here? Maybe if it's Maybe because they can still hear the real music in the background. 5'10", 3'4", 208 pounds. Oh. Mr. P, thank you for liking the live. Maybe if I get more taps, they push my live out more. I told you guys I opened up a ticket on TikTok and I asked them, I'm like, why is my live getting so little views? Mephi, how's it going? Thank you, Mr. P. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Maybe so my covers are acoustic guitar and me singing. Yeah, I think that's fine. But I'm pretty sure they get, when it's the real music in the background, even though we're singing over it, it's still an issue. Lost in translation, welcome in. So, lately I've had quite a few people talk about maybe doing a podcast. Would y'all like a podcast? I don't know how that works, but I could look it up. Tim, thank you for the hi friends. Do a podcast? I don't know. But that would be something very cool because I think we have very good, interesting conversations on here. DJ, how's it going? On TikTok, we have a lot of interesting conversations. We talk about array of topics. It's a lot of work. That could be fun. I think it'd be cool. DJ, how you doing? How's it going? I'm doing okay. I'm doing good. Tabby doing good. It is a bit involved. Well, maybe I gotta catch up on. Let me get monetized on the tube first. Detailed lives here, and it's 4 hours prep time. Prep time? What kind of prepping you doing in that time? Tim, what kind of prepping you doing in that time? I'm trying to... How long you been live streaming, Tim? Prep time. Oh, that's a lot. Going live, it does require a lot of time. Teddy, I'm feeling much better. I'm about 70%. Still not quite myself fully, but graphics research. Oh, okay. How have your numbers been, Tim? How your numbers been? Do you get many live views? I was doing very good until TikTok made their transition and it just hadn't been the same. You manage a podcast Sunday night? Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that, DJ. Lori, welcome in. Thank you, Russell. Hovering per live normally. Do you know how many total views you get per live? I used to get anywhere from at least 1,500 up to like close to 5,000. Now I get a tiny fraction of that. See, I'm glad it's going well for you. I'm glad it's going well. No, I don't remember you telling us, DJ. Yeah, I used to get anywhere, depending on how long I would be on live, but I say I'd average an hour and a half, 2 hours. I would get anywhere from about 1,500, the least amount 1,500, anywhere to like 5,000. Is the prep and what I do partially. But I don't know. Ever since I kind of feel like I'm shadow banned sometimes, but I don't have any strikes on my account. I don't know. All right, DJ. Kid Galaxy, welcome in. Thank you for the heart me. Teddy, how you doing today? How you feeling? How's it going? Mr. P, thank you for liking the live. I don't know. I kind of figured when I hit my like 365 days of going live, maybe I would change up stuff a little bit. Okay, I should be off live by then. What time is it? Is it 1 to 2? Thank you, Robert. You can help me fix my line? Really? I would appreciate that. It's 1 to 2? What am I doing? What am I doing? Thank you, kid. Oh, there's a new one. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Starry Fluff. Mr. P, that's not me that you're talking to. That's another account, Mr. P. I don't do readings. I do not do readings at all. All right, DJ. Mr. P, if you go to this page, so click on my name up there, and you'll see at the top of my profile, I made videos. It's pinned about fake accounts. That is not me. Daquan, how's it going? They're trying to scam you. I hope that you haven't given them information. Yeah, block them and report them. Hopefully we can get, one account got taken down, but that is not me. I don't do readings. I don't do readings. I'll pray for you. I can give you advice. I don't do readings though. What am I reading? Jeremy, how you doing? Thank you, Teddy. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Yeah, that's not me. I don't do readings, guys. I don't believe in that. Like I said, I pray for you. I'll give you advice, but I don't do readings. I'm doing good, Jimmy. Finally getting over my little sickness. I'm like 70%. My ears kind of stopped up. What you doing in the garden, Jamie? I'm feeling better, Tyrell. I'm doing good. Feeling better. I'm feeling better. Oh, Veronica, how you doing? I didn't see you come in. Oh, Teddy said off all week, fishing and golfing. How you doing, Veronica? How's everybody doing? Yeah, that's not me. I'm sorry. They trying to scam you. Pamela, good afternoon to you, beautiful. How are you? Tell Mama I said hi. Tell Tabby said hi. Tyrell, how's it going? Welcome in. Willie J, thank you for liking the live. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Moving about 3 tons of wooden planks from one side to the other. I'm going to make some big planters soon from different plants. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. So you're doing work, you're getting your exercise. Your exercise in. That's cool. That's cool. So Veronica, I was telling 13 that last Friday I did a dual string for karaoke, and YouTube they gave me a little. They said we got copyright issues. They gave me 8 of them for that karaoke video, so I'm not gonna be able to do the karaoke, the dual string for the karaoke on here. But I'm sorry, I swiped out. Mr. P, thank you for liking the live, tapping the screen for me. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Yeah, I'm dual streaming, Tim. I'm dual streaming. I started doing that because it was so slow on TikTok. Like I'm used to it being at least 30 something people in here. Well, like when I'm at home and I'm not on good Wi-Fi, that's one thing. But even still, the numbers were. Yeah, I'm dual streaming right now. The numbers were higher, but I'm used to it being, like if I'm here in town, I'm on good Wi-Fi. It would be anywhere from I don't know 30, 40, 50 plus, sometimes up to like 120. My numbers were real high. Oh, I'm using two different devices, Tim. I got my tripod, like I'm doing a horizontal live on Tube and then a vertical live on TikTok. I didn't. It's up there. It's up there, but I guess when I try to get monetized, I'll have to like take it down. Blake, how's it going? Yeah, I started doing that because TikTok is it's been so slow. Blake, how you doing? Hold on, guys. Let me go. Yo-Yo's washing something. I'll be right back. Hold on. All right, y'all. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Let's see. You might need to take it down. Maybe. I don't want to take it down right now because then if I take the video down, those watch hours don't count. And I was on live for a good amount that night. That's the only thing. I will have to take it down, but it takes away those watch hours from that video. So I dual stream last Friday karaoke from TikTok on the tube. Thank you, Brand, for the hi friend. That's the only thing about it. I can't have any music or nothing in the background. All right, Mr. P, I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for getting my likes up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You want to say hi, Marnie? Thank you guys for liking the live. Say hi, Marnie G. Yaya says we need to get Marnie a haircut. Get her a haircut. What's going on, Marnie? Says Mama, get her the schnauzer haircut. She's a ham. Marnie is a ham. She's spoiled. Okay. Let's see what kind of science articles we got. When I haven't been here for a while and then I come and I'm live streaming inside, not on side, inside, it's always weird. I'm not used to the quiet. And I can't play music because of YouTube. All right, Tim. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for watching my live for 100 minutes. I appreciate it. Mike, thank you for the heart me. How you doing? How you doing? Drinking coffee again today. Coffee, no cream. I should have got cream yesterday. Okay, Tim. I hope you have a great live. Blessings to you. Mm. So, the Lent Chronicles has ended, and I guess I'm gonna be doing talks with Tabby again. Tip of the day: black coffee, no sugar, no cream. That's the kind of girl I need down with my tea. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Like, did you get some decent rest, Mike? You feeling okay? You feeling all right? You feeling all right? Y'all want some science daily? Fur baby. Marnie, Marnie. My daughter says, oh, you missed it, Jamie. I don't think you were you here when Yaya came online? She says she needs a haircut. Her said her need a haircut. All right, Blake. I'll see you. Blessings to you. Okay, I don't think we read this one. This one is from Science Daily. It's talking about exoplanets. Many blessings to you, Blake. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Science Daily. This forbidden exoplanet has an atmosphere scientists can't explain. A bizarre giant planet is rewriting the rules of how worlds are born. This one came out April 6th, so yesterday. Science Time with Tabby. April 6th. Okay, the source is the Carnegie Institution for Science. So the summary of it is a strange forbidden planet spotted by the James Webb Space Telescope is turning planetary science on its head. TOI-5205b, a Jupiter-sized world orbiting a small, cool star, has an atmosphere surprisingly poor in heavy elements, even less enriched than its own star, which defies current theories of how giant planets form. Thank you, Brandon, for the high friend. They got a little picture on there. Okay. New observations. An artist made that. An artist's conception of the gas giant planet orbiting a small, cool red dwarf star. Okay. New observations from the James Webb Space Telescope, JWST, are shedding light on a highly unusual exoplanet known as TOI-5205b, sometimes described as forbidden. Scientists found that this giant planet atmosphere contains fewer heavy elements than its host star, a surprising result that could reshape how researchers understand the early stages of giant planet formation. TOI-5205b is about the size of Jupiter but orbits a much smaller star, one that is roughly 4 times Jupiter's size and only about 40% as massive as the Sun. When the planet passes in front of its star, it's an event known as a transit. It blocks about 6% of the star's light. During these transits, astronomers use spectrographs to break the starlight into component colors. This technique allows them to identify the chemical makeup of the planet's atmosphere and gain insight into how it's formed and evolved alongside the host star. Planets typically form within a rotating disk of gas and dust surrounding the young star. While this process is widely accepted, systems like TOI-5205b challenge existing models. Massive planets orbiting small, cool stars at close distances are difficult to explain using current theories. To investigate these unusual systems, Canodia and Jessica of the University of Tampa are leading JWST's largest Cycle 2 exoplanet program, Red Dwarfs and the Seven Giants. These projects focus on rare worlds like TOI-5205b, often referred to as gems, for giant exoplanets around M dwarf stars. Giant exoplanets around M dwarf stars. So that's what GEM stands for. After observing, okay, hold on. TOI-5205b was first confirmed in 2023 when Canodia led follow-up observations based on data from NASA's Transit Exoplanet Survey satellite, so TESS. Now researchers have used JWST to examine its atmosphere in detail for the first time. Jesse, how you doing? After observing these three transits, the team encountered an unexpected result. The planet's atmosphere contains significantly fewer heavy elements compared to hydrogen than Jupiter does. Even more surprising, its metallicity is lower than, why they have it like that, than of its own host star, making it unlike any giant planet studied so far. The data also revealed the presence of methane and hydrogen sulfide in the atmosphere. Daisy, how's it going? So they got methane and hydrogen sulfide in the atmosphere. Heavy elements may be hidden deep inside. To better understand these findings, researchers Simon Mueller and Rabbit Hellett at the University of Zurich used advanced models of planetary interiors. Their results suggest that the planet as a whole is about 100 times more metal-rich than its atmosphere appears to be. We observe much lower, how do you say that word? Metallicity than our models predicted for the planet's bulk composition, which is calculated from measurements of the planet's mass and radius. This suggests that its heavy elements migrated inward during formation, and now its interior and atmosphere are not mixing. In summary, these results suggest a very carbon-rich, oxygen-poor planetary atmosphere. That's very odd. Carbon-rich, oxygen-poor. How you doing, Limestone? Good morning to you. The GEMS survey and future research. This work is part of the broader GEMS survey, which aims to study transiting giant planets around M dwarf stars to better understand their formation, internal structure, and atmosphere. The research team includes Carnegie astronomers Peter Gao, Joanna Tesk, and Nicole Wallach, along with former Carnegie postdoctoral fellow Angeli Piet, now at the University of Birmingham. Okay, they naming off a bunch of contributors. The team also accounted for the interference caused by star spots on the host star. These dark active regions can distort observations by brightening certain wavelengths and hiding parts of the atmospheric signal. By correcting for these effects, the researchers have improved the accuracy of their measurements. Wallach and Canodia are now refining their approach in a newer JWST project focused on the same system. Their work can help future studies of planets orbiting active stars produce more reliable results. It's hot there. Carbon rich, oxygen poor. With that methane gas. That one was from Science Daily. Welcome in, guys. Thank you for liking it live. Let's see what else. Let's see. Okay. This one is from Forbes. I don't normally release the images from the other side. Really? I gotta look that up. Just us, welcome in. Foolie, how you doing? Artemis release the images from the other side. What they look like? What they what they look like, Mike? From the other side. Brent, did you see the pictures? You were watching a live stream? Okay, tonight moonrise comes with a twist. 4 astronauts are around it. If you've been waiting for the April's best stargazing conditions, they arrive on Monday, which was yesterday. But this week comes with a rare twist. The waning moon rises later each night and leaves evenings free of moonlight. But whenever you look at the moon over the coming nights, the crew of NASA's Artemis 2 will be out there on their journey back to Earth, having just seen a total solar eclipse. By the time the moon reaches last quarter on April 10th, their Orion capsule will splash down off San Diego, and the nights will be free of moonlight and perfect for watching April's deep sky delights. The moon reached full phase on April 1st and now rises above roughly 50 minutes later each night. On April 6th, it will rise, so yesterday, about 77% lit and have 4 astronauts orbiting it for the first time ever. NASA's Apollo cruise had a crew of 3 astronauts. Okay. Last quarter occurs on April 10th, meaning the moon will rise around midnight. That's late. And illuminate only the post-midnight sky. NASA's Artemis 2 mission will conclude that day with its most dangerous moment, re-entry, when Orion's heat shield will withstand incredibly high temperatures. Moonless evenings will continue around April 21st, when a waxing crescent begins to brighten the sky during twilight, creating perfect conditions for the peak of the annual Lyrid meteor shower overnight on April 21st to 22nd. So they're going to be the Lyrid meteor shower, April 22nd to the 21st. Dominic Candy, how you doing? Thank you for the heart me. D Nice, welcome in. How you doing? How are you? Romance and our lives are going to change so much in the next 10 years. Mike, thank you for the Go Populars. All is well. Thank you, Dominic Candy. How you feeling today? How's it going? It's raining Tuesday? Aw. Where are you located, Dominique? If you don't mind me asking. I'm feeling a bit better. I'm not quite 100%, more like 70. I did get decent sleep last night, but I struggle being able to breathe, and like my ears still feel kind of stopped up. Miami, Florida, it's raining over there. Thank you, Dominic Kenya. I appreciate that, beautiful. Thank you for your kind words. Hopefully, over the next couple days, I'll feel back to myself. I don't know what it was. If it was the flu or Black Ice. How's it going? I don't know. I just been drinking. I'm not a big fan of taking over the counter medicines. I have been taking emergency, the vitamin C the past couple days, but I was just drinking tea and lemon, honey, some herbs like marshmallow root, lemon bee balm, lemon bee balm has thymol in it, and it kind of gives like a numbing sensation to your throat. So that was helping, but I wasn't taking anything else for it. Sid, how's it going? OJ, welcome in. I'm having a great time taking a morning walk and listening. Aw. I went back and started drinking decaf green tea and honey instead of coffee during the day. Really? So I've been drinking coffee uh, the past couple few days, but I haven't had soda yet. Over the counter meds are getting crazier. Really? T. Fraser, thank you for the wink wink. Tea with ginger, turmeric, black pepper, a little lemon. Okay. I did the ginger. I didn't have any turmeric. I didn't put black pepper. I could do that. Or cayenne pepper. People have been telling me to do cayenne pepper. I could do that. I don't. So even with the girls, like when Yo-Yo was not feeling good, I gave her an option. I said, "Would you like me to give you something to make you more comfortable? I could give you some medicine, but I like for their bodies to, fever. We get fever for a reason, and I like to give them things to support it. What their body's doing instead of trying to suppress it. Like if you, my mom's always one like you need to give them something to break the fever. I'm like, Mom, but it's they have fever for a reason. Like you gotta let their body naturally fight it off. I'm doing good, Jay. Good morning, good afternoon to you. My mom's like alternate with Tylenol and what's the other one? She tells me to do Motrin and Tylenol, but I don't do that no more. Like no, Mama, they let their little bodies, their immune system. So there are a couple nights Yo-Yo was uncomfortable. I hear it throughout the night. She was just not feeling good. She didn't get much sleep. She was kind of moaning in her sleep, like, oh. But how you doing, Just Ken? Welcome in. How are you? Good mix, but I'd rather let them go through it if they can. Yeah, I don't. I did that when they were real little, but along the way, I stopped doing that. I told my mom, I was like, no, Mom, I'm not. I don't want to give them that. I'll give them natural stuff, elderberry syrup. There's other stuff, but I love Tylenol once in a while, but don't abuse it. On the porch watching, right? Um, a lot of people rely on Tylenol for the kids, and I don't think that good. Break fever if they get too hot, cool towels and peppermint and belly button. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, it's like if you get too hot, give them like like a cold bath if they can handle it. I've done that a couple of times, but not cold, but a temperature where it feels like a bit of relief for them and not miserable. But I don't know. But it's funny because like Yaya, she's older now, and she was telling Yo-Yo, she said, did Mama make the tea that she makes for you? And Yo-Yo's like, yeah. And Yaya said, did you drink it? She's like, I didn't like the taste of it. And she's like, you need to take what Mama gives you. Like it helps. It's natural. It's gonna help you feel better. I made Yo-Yo some tea with like marshmallow root and stuff, a bunch of herbs, and she didn't like it. But the marshmallow root is like has a mucilage, so it kind of coats the throat, and it helps when you cough and not to feel so harsh. And Yo-Yo's like, I don't like it. But I was like, Yo-Yo, just drink it, it's gonna help. But when I make it for Yaya, even my nephew, they'll come back like, can you, my nephew's like, Annie, can you make me some more of that tea? It helped. Yaya, I said, Mama, can you make me some more of the marshmallow root tea? That or slippery elm, those two things are good for like the throat and also the stomach. If you're having stomach issues, it helps. How you doing, Jordan? I'm sorry. I've been the past couple days. I'm trying to fight a little sickness, so I haven't been checking that email. I haven't been checking it. I've been trying to rest. Are they easy to come by? Yeah, you can order them on Amazon. You can order them on Amazon. Or you could grow it. You can grow slippery elm come from a tree. But the marshmallow root you can grow it. It's just the mallow plant and it's the roots. They pull up the roots and process them. But they're both very, very good herbs to have. You can use them on your skin, hair. How I came up to know about them was for like hair. I started using them many years ago for like hair, my hair. But I started studying them a bit more, and they're very useful for stuff. But there's a great herb to have. If you're gonna choose one, you could do the marshmallow root. That's a good herb to have on hand. You know, stomach issues because it's kind of when you soak the herb, soak the root, it gets slimy, and you just drain it. But you know, if your throat feels sore or you got an upset stomach, you know, you drink it and it just kind of coats it, it soothes it. Or if you got a burn or something or a cut, there's a farmer's market here that has crazy variety of herbs. That's cool. Way on the east side of Atlanta. I'm gonna ask Maria about that. When she first got to Atlanta, she went to some store and they had a bunch of herbs. She's like, Tabitha, I'm gonna take you when you come here. It looks cool. I have a field day in places like that, you know, there's a bunch of herbs, walking around different teas. Sky, how you doing, beautiful? Welcome in. Thank you for the heart mean. What you doing? You ate all them popsicles? Yeah. That's what you had when you came in? Yeah. I was like, what did she have? Yo-Yo went into the garage and then she walked back and I thought she had markers or something in her hand. No, possible. She had those Otter Pops. She like had a handful of Otter Pops. It was like 2. It wasn't 2. You didn't put 2 in the trash can. Like 2 or 3. She like 3 or 4. No, it was 2 or 3, Mama. I'm like, what she got? She just walked past. She didn't say nothing. I knew you had something. Well, what was I supposed to say, Mama? I don't know, but the way you were walking. Thank you, Willie. I appreciate you. That chick walked in with a handful of popsicles. You just had them in your room? Yeah. She had them in her hand like this. You know the Otter Pops, the long ones? They come in like the plastic. If you're gonna eat 3 of them, you don't gotta go back to back. That's so funny. You and Yaya. Yaya has some like what's the little squeezed apple sauces? We got some from the store. All day yesterday I kept seeing her get one. I'm like, they not gonna last. You're gonna eat up your little snacks. You guys don't know. And I don't tell her nothing. I may say, hey, what are you doing? The popsicle's been in there for like a couple months, Mom. Yeah, but that don't mean you gotta eat them all in one day. No, there's barely any left. I'm trying to finish it. Okay. I'm not getting on you. You had a good time. You ate. I saw you walking from there. I didn't tell you nothing. Why are kids like that? Just eat up all your stuff. Then you don't have no more. You better get your little fist out my face. Janice, how you going? Y'all see her? You see her turn to me? Mike said that the freezer hates to see Yo-Yo coming. And you know what I did? I got her eating ice. You know, I eat ice. I put it in the blender and I make it real fine like snow. So now when I make ice, I had to make her own bowl and my bowl, and then I'll leave it in the freezer. And throughout the day, I just go and get me a little bit. Well, Yo-Yo, she will eat her ice, and then she come. I see her. I'm like, "Is that my ice?" She's like, "Yeah." And she eats it, and she'll eat all mine. So when I go to have some, there's none in there. She's like, "Mama, make some more ice." I'm like, "What?" That's just too bad, Mama. And you know what else is bad? Marnie hears the ice maker, or she hears the blender, and she walks over to the kitchen like, "I want some ice too." And Marnie eats the little shaved ice now. I'm like, not only have I shared my bad habit with my child, now the dog has the bad habit too. Will, how you doing? Blessings to you. She wants you to make an ice castle. All of us eating ice. Walk around eating ice. Chewing on ice. Yeah, the Mario too. Let me show you. Hold up. This is no. This is the bowl of ice. This is what we make. Come here, Marnie. Come, come. Let's see if I can get up here. You can see her. Come here, Marnie. Come, 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 come on. Hey, come on, look. Come. Look, Marnie. Oh. Come here. She messing with something. Ice Money, how you doing? Ice Pain. What's going on with you? It's ice. It's not snow. Come. How you doing, Ice? I've been good. I'm trying to get over a little sickness, but I'm doing good. I don't know why she's not coming over here. Come on. She gonna eat. I'm not gonna give you none if you don't come. Living a good life. Marnie gonna be Marnie. Marnie, come here. Come here. Come here, little girl. Come on. I don't know why. She seemed like she's looking for something. A little piece of ice. Come on. Come on, Marnie. I was gonna show y'all, but she don't want to come for whatever reason. She being funny. Come here. Alright, y'all, I gotta put this back. For the construction, life, food, sports, how you doing? Good morning, good afternoon. I dropped a piece and now she's chewing on it. Now she wanna come up here. Sheila, how you doing, beautiful? Good morning to you. Why you wanna come up here now? I don't want you up here now. It's too late. Why you up here? How you feeling, Life Food Sports? How you doing? What's going on? Hey, it's too late. Look at this chick. Now she wanna be in my face. You a little honorary thing. She don't listen. No more dogs for me. They high maintenance. Go somewhere, Marty. I think dogs are high maintenance, you know. Lucy is at home chilling. I gave her enough food, enough water. She cool. Marnie, I gotta bring her with me. I can't leave her home by herself for too long, you know, 'cause she gotta go outside. She's so pretty. She is cute. But I guess I just gotten used to cats, you know. And I do miss having a bird. I miss having a bird. I don't know how I could do it having a parrot living out in the middle of the woods. I wouldn't be able to let it outside. Um, but I do miss having a parrot. I can always get another little small one, like a little pocket parrot. But they're so smart and they're so cute. So what happened with Adam? One dog, you haven't had one in 8 years? Oh, you should get one. Adopt you one. There are your little friends, you know. Wherever I go around the house, Marnie is following me. Any predator type birds people have as pets? Um, I mean, people have like, I don't know. I've seen people have, well, I wouldn't say have as pets, but they rescue hawks and stuff like that. I love animals. Veterinary bills are insane. Yeah, they are. They're pushing more vaccines for pets. Did you guys know that? While I'm waiting until my kids get older. Coyotes get the animals here. Oh, okay. Outside the zoo, they said they're rescue. No, I don't think that would be kind of dangerous if you don't know what you're doing. You really have to know what you're doing with birds, like large birds. Um, I don't think it's scary. You see their talons and stuff like that. Like if you don't know what you're doing, if you're not skilled or trained, you really get yourself hurt. What kind of animals have I had? I've had turtles. I love turtles. I had turtles. I've had lizards. Haven't had any snakes. You have a huge dog or not a falcon. Man, they rip you open. Um, Cats, dogs, gerbils. I had a gerbil when I was younger. Uh, Fish. They think that's about it. Mainly, it was turtles and dogs and cats growing up. Lizards. I wanted a snake one time. My mom was like, absolutely not, Tabitha. Brent's turtle story traumatized me. You can, but falconry is a skill. Kid Galaxy, welcome back in. I wanted everything growing up. I was always asking my mom, can I have this? Can I have that? I had a turtle for a long time. His name was Henry. I named him after my grandfather. And then as an adult, I had turtles. I had 4 of them. And I kept them for a long time. And then one day, so I had them in a huge tank. So their tank was like, I can't remember how many gallons was it. It was a massive tank. And I was cleaning it out one day and I saw one of the other turtles. When I started out, they were about the size of a quarter. And then they got about this big. So, you know, if you want them to grow, you got to keep up in their tank. And so one of the turtles, he was attacking the other one. And it ended up dying. And I took the aggressive one to the creek and I let him go. And then I was kind of thinking, I was like, well, maybe it's bad for me to have them. Maybe they would want to be out, have their little freedom. So I took the last to the creek, and I let them go. But then they came back. Like they went into the water and then they came back to me, and I was like, if they come back over here, I'll take them home. One of them kind of looked a bit confused, and I just waited. I waited for him to come back a little bit, but I was there for a while. But they looked like they were okay, and I would go back to the creek for a while to see if I could see him, but I think they were living their best life. D, how's it going? But I like animals. I do really enjoy having birds. But so much fun still taking care of stray dogs. Big boy, I've had dogs since I was a little girl. Yaya is the reason why I really started getting cats, although I did have a black cat in high school. My family wasn't big on cats, but I like cats. Yaya really liked cats, so that's how we started getting cats. But now she has a little bunny, a little baby bunny. What kind of animals you like?
I want a spider though.
A spider?
Yeah.
What kind of spider?
I don't know, just a spider.
Catch one of them jumping spiders around the house.
How am I supposed to do that?
You want one? You want a spider for real?
Yeah. They're cool.
We get the jumping spiders that come inside the house. And Yaya's like, Mama, get that thing out of here. And me and Yo-Yo, we give it names.
That would beat me up if I got a spider in there.
We give it names and we just let it roam around the house. We give it a very common name like Dave. Let's see. But they're cool. They don't mess with you. That big. A bird eating tarantula? Oh. So these are the jumping spiders. They come inside the house and they're cute. They look a little, intimidating, but they mind their little business and they just be chilling. They eat other, insects and stuff like that. So I let them hang. And yeah, I was like, Mama, why don't you get this thing out of here? I was like, it's okay. Like one day in her loft, so like when you go up the ladder, there's my loft on this side, and then there's a catwalk, and then it leads to Yaya's loft. And it it had been hanging out in my space. Ramesh, how you doing? But then it went on her side, and she was screaming. She's like, Mama is watching me. It was just hanging on the wall. Gerald, how you doing? How big? They're small, like no bigger than the size of I don't know, a dime maybe. They're cute though. I try to pick them up, sometimes they're friendly, but a lot of the time they're scared. But they're cool, they don't hurt anything. The only spiders I get rid of, yeah, brown recluse. If I see anything that looks pretty similar to a brown recluse, I'm like, okay, you gotta go. Kamal, welcome in. How are you? But they don't do anything. They look so cute. They don't do nothing. They don't hurt anything. And they kill other insects. I'm doing good, Joe. I'm doing very good. Life is birthday. Falcons are so cool. Life is birthday. Nope. Nope, absolutely not. How old you is? 25? I'm not 25 years old. I'm not 25. I was 25, what, 16 years ago? Ben, how's it going? I'm 41. I'll be 42 in July. I'll be 42 in July. Imagine if I still look like this when I'm 50 years old. People like, how old are you? I'm like, I'm 50. I'm 50 years old. Then I'm gonna really be feeling myself like, yeah, I'm 50. I'm 50. I'm 41. I'm 41. I'll be 42. Thank you, Lamelo. 50. I'm 50 years old. Imagine that. 8 more years. I look similar to this, and people are like, how old are you? I'm like, I'm 50 years old. Thank you, old man. Main thing for me is wearing sunscreen, covering up when I go outside. You know, I like getting golden. I like my skin getting golden and tan and stuff, looking nice. I'm 50. But is the sun causes sun damage. I'm getting all these moles and stuff on my face. I'm like, yeah, I got covered up. Thank you, Veronica. Thank you. Diana, how you doing? I'm 50 years old. I have a video of Yo-Yo. She's little. She did that. She's like, I'm fabulous. Diana, thank you for the hi, friend. How are you? How you doing, friend? People like, how you look so young? I'm like, I don't know. God, I really feel like that. God, God, and sunscreen. God, you know, stress will wear you out. Stress will wear you out. How you doing, Hardy Chris? Diana, thank you for the go populars. I think it's important to laugh. I think laughter keeps you young. You know, don't take stuff so seriously. Age you inside and out, yeah. Will I ever date a black man? LaMelo, I date anybody. I don't discriminate. I don't have, my mama is a black woman, so why wouldn't I date a black man? I love everybody. I love everybody. I don't care color, race, we all people. We all people. You know, we all people. I don't care nothing about that. I don't care nothing about what your skin color look like, what your spirit look like, what your personality look like. I love everybody. Yeah. Mike, what you laughing at? What you laughing at, Mike? Yeah, I love everybody. What your spirit look like? I don't care nothing about what you look like. Even if you look decent, you look good, guess what? You're not gonna look that way forever. Some people may find me attractive. I'm not gonna look like this forever. And hopefully I'll look the way I look for a good while, you know? But when I'm 80 years old, I'm not gonna look like this, you know? So you gotta have a good spirit, you know? How you treat people, how you make people feel. What do they remember you for? I'm doing good, Rick. I'm doing very good. What do people think about that for a minute? If when your time comes to leave this earth and the people closest to you, if they were to be asked, what's the thing that you remember about, you know, from whoever you are? What's the thing you remember about Brent? What's the thing you remember about Mike? What's the thing you remember about Veronica? What do you think they would say? Alguna vez con un hombre negro. It's okay. I've gotten asked that question pretty. I get asked that pretty regularly. From whatever race it's coming from, they'll say, "Would you ever date?" Like some people say, "Would you ever date a white man?" I'm like, "My dad's white. I don't, you know." Or would you ever date an Asian dude? Or I'm like, well, I mean, clearly I have my daughter Asian, but people don't know that. I don't care. My mom taught me a man is a man. You know, it's nothing about the physical. It's nothing about the physical, the out, you know, that comes later. This is my opinion. If you look decent, if you're attractive, that's like you know, that's a bonus, but that's not a requirement. A requirement is good hygiene. You gotta know how to take a bath properly. You gotta know how to brush your teeth properly. They'll say he eat too much, but he can cook good. Live the best life we can. I don't know. I say this. Now this is just my opinion, but I think big guys, I think they're very sweet when it comes to little women. I told Yaya, I was like, a big guy is a little woman's dream. I didn't came across some big guys in my life, and they were so sweet to me. They're just so nice to me, so sweet. Talk to me so nicely. I tell, I tell Yaya, yeah. I think my mom kind of got me onto that because I remember being little, and she had a, she, she liked bigger guys, like heavy set guys. She's like, it's a man, you know. But so when I was in high school, there was this guy, real tall, big, and I remember he wore yellow all the time, and so one of the kids, and I was in 10th grade. They called him Walking Sun, but he didn't care. Like it's messed up, right? It's pretty messed up, but he didn't care. Like he was like, "Yeah, I'm Walking Sun." But whenever he would see me, he'd be like, "Hello, Tabitha, my beautiful queen," and my he would just tell me all this stuff and let me give your books for you and do you need anything and let me serve you. And he was just so sweet. He was just so sweet how he would talk to me. And to think about it now, I was like, I wonder who his mom was. Like, where did he that came from somewhere, you know? Like, I wonder who his family was. But he was just so, so sweet. Big guys like to eat. So you're not gonna be hungry. Y'all gonna go to the food places, you know? They're gonna keep you warm at night. You're gonna have somebody cuddle with. Yes, no axe spray, you need cologne. Veronica say use that soap and water. No, good hygiene is a must. You gotta know how to bathe. It's a lot of people that don't know how to bathe. I learned that when I was doing waxing. When I had my business, a lot of people don't know how to bathe properly. And I wonder, sometimes I would want to ask people like, did your mom never teach you, your parents didn't teach you how to, clean yourself? Not in a mean way, but like for real, like because how you a whole adult and you don't know how to clean yourself thoroughly and properly. But some people, uh, big dudes, natural sunscreen. Let me stand behind you. It's like how you not know, but a lot of people. I've learned that you learn that as a parent, right? When you teaching your kids and stuff like that, and then you see other kids, and you spot it like, oh, the parent is not showing them, they're not teaching them. So a lot of people, their parents didn't take the time. If their parents didn't do it or find it important, then they're not gonna show their kids that. In room inspection in the army, I had a few soldiers I had to make bathe on a regular. If you riding with me, you're gonna watch that. What did you walk into? We talking about hygiene. See, somebody from Ken from the Tube said when he did room inspections in the army, he had a few soldiers he had to make bathe on a regular. Yeah, that's strange to me. Cause don't you feel uncomfortable? Like when I take a shower, I take a bath, I come out and I feel so clean. Your pores feel nice. You just feel refreshed. How you be outside sweating all day, or you at work all day and you come home? I can understand being tired, but no matter how tired I am, I'm finna get in the shower. You don't want to bathe? I don't get that. But it's a lot of people that don't like bathing, men and women, women included. It's the women that don't like to bathe. I don't get that. But some people, that he said that it smells different when it's hot and musky. No, the underarm smell is one thing. Anybody can smell like armpit, right? You've been out Anybody can start smelling a little funky underarms. But you know, that's one smell when it's like fresh, like okay, you just started sweating, and there's okay, you've been walking around a couple days and you ain't bathed. Or when it's the other type of smell, like you ever somebody be sitting down for too long and then they stand up and they walk by you and you get a whiff of something else. It's like, whoa, you need to go bathe. But some people don't know. And then I'm like, I know you can smell yourself, but maybe they don't. They're used to like the smell. Spencer, you know what I smell like a lot? I smell like burnt wood. Like the wood stove, some of my sweaters and stuff like that. And like I don't smell it in the moment, but like if I go away from home or go to the store or something, I'll smell my sweater. And that's like I kind of smell like barbecue, but it's not an off-putting smell. But I smell like I've been around a wood burning stove or a grill or something like that, you know. But maybe some people, when they don't bathe, you know, it's something that they don't do regularly. Maybe they're not paying attention to the smell. They can't smell it. Talking about one time on the live, I was telling everybody how to. I was going through all the steps. Start up here, work your way down. Okay, do the dirtiest parts last. You don't want to start from the bottom up. You don't want to start with the dirtiest spots first and then clean the clean. You know, do that first and then do the cleanest. But some people don't know. Watching you tell. Some people don't know. You know, that's not of importance to some people. Some people get in the shower and they just let the water hit them. They do a full turnaround, you know. They do a little twirl, 360, and then they out. That ain't gonna cut it. We can change the topic. We can change the topic. Gotta target the target areas. I remember the first time I went to Mexico, we were in a little tiny little village and the shower was outside. It was connected to the house, but it was outside. And you had to turn on the boiler for the water. And it's winter time, so we went during Christmas. And I remember I wanted to shower. And my boyfriend, he was like, oh, we gotta turn the boiler on. And for whatever reason, it didn't work. We were waiting and waiting and waiting. And I was like, I really need to shower. I really need to wash my hair. And he was like, you better wash them important parts. Wash the important parts and get out because it was freezing. And he was like, He's like, I'm gonna wait and see if it's gonna warm up a little bit. I was like, no, not me. I'm finna go ahead and bathe. I took a shower in that cold water and it was outside. I was like, I didn't care. I need to bathe. We had been outside all day and stuff. I was like, no, I'm a bathe. It's okay. I can shiver. I can be uncomfortable, but I'm gonna feel clean afterwards. I bathed, washed my hair, put a towel on my head afterwards, sat by the fire, but I was clean. I was shivering, but I was clean. But I remember I'm trying to take a shower and then I see like a scorpion come out. I'm like, man, out of all the times I'm trying to clean myself and this little dude want to come out, I was like, just watching me. They said in the army, wash balls before feet. So if you have athlete's foot, you don't spread it to your to your jewels. Yeah, you wash your feet last. Well, that's important. Not me. I take Hollywood showers with a full concert. I close the show with Dirty Diana. Oh my goodness, that's funny. That's so funny. Dirty Diana. I be singing in the shower too.
What you do?
Minding my business. We talking about taking showers.
Right.
Bathing properly, because not everybody know how to bathe properly. Dirty Diana. Giving a full concert. Now, you ever be mad and you take a shower? You didn't have an argument with somebody, and then you get inside the shower and you going through, you reenacting the argument. You like, man, I could have said this. I could have said this. Why I say that? Next time if they tell me something else, I'm gonna tell them this. You the best thing in the shower. That's so funny. The acoustics in the bathroom. That's so funny. Calypso, thank you for liking the live. How you doing today? Romance, I'm the best singer in the shower. Do you sing in the shower, Yo-Yo? You sing in the shower? My nephew, he sing in the shower. That dude be having a full country concert. Sometimes I'll get my phone out and I record him. And that dude be singing all kinds of stuff. One time he was singing, and I'm like, yeah, that dude in there having a Hollywood shower. He having a full-on concert. And I don't know, he dropped something, and I heard it. He's like, oh, shoot. Shower have you thinking you ready to go on stage? Yeah. You be on stage, you know? The shower head is the microphone. You just be in there doing your thing, singing. You cringy. I used to Cisco and John Legend be the jam. Could not smell it because she was always there. What happened, Spencer? It cut off. Could not smell it because she was always there. Yes, welcome in. How are you? Good afternoon. Good afternoon to you. Mike said James. What happened? What happened, guys? Go back. I scrolled back up. It didn't show your comment. It muted it, like filtered it out. Roadman said, I'm curious, how many use a washcloth? Brent must have muted me. Hold on. So Roadman is asking how many use your washcloth. So I have washcloths for like my face and stuff, but I use a loofah for my body. So like, not the plastic ones you get from like the store like Walmart, but the actual like the plant loofah, I use that. Do a few James Brown moves in the shower. How many people use a washcloth? Yeah, I get washcloths. So I buy these. They're like, I think they're used for babies, but they're real soft. I get those for our faces. We use those for our face or like our neck, right? And for my body, I use those gourd. It comes from the plant gourd, but it's a loofah. It's kind of abrasive. You thought everyone did? No, not everybody uses washcloths. I use a washcloth and loofah. Not everybody uses washcloths. Some people I think some people say that's more of a culture thing. Cause like growing up, I grew up using washcloth, but not everybody uses it. Some people use their hands, or they don't use nothing at all. Some people use a brush. So I have washcloth, I have the loofah, and I have the brush. So you can get your back. I use that for my back. Yeah. I have different stuff for different areas. I have a brush that I use for my feet, for like my toes, toenails. And I have another brush that I use for my fingernails. So like say like I've been cleaning out the wood stove or I've been doing something around the house and I got grease or just something soot in my fingernails. I have how you doing, Phyllis? I am doing good. Good afternoon to you. I have one brush for my fingernails. I have another one for my feet. Different stuff for different parts of the body. Exfoliating towels from the Asian market. A washcloth I use when I have it. No, washcloth is a dirty thing. I use my hands if I had to wash twice. Also, people's skin is different. Some people's skin, if it's sensitive, they got like skin conditions going on, it may not be able to take something that's very like abrasive. But I don't know. I like the loofahs. What do you use on your face for skincare? Not anything in particular. So right now, I used to wash my face shampoo. The shampoo I used to wash my hair, I use it to wash my face. What else? I use. Hold on. Give me a minute. I'll be back. Since I have it with me, Phyllis, thank you for the cornbread. How you doing? I used to dry brush before I get in the shower. I do. I have a dry brush too. Okay. This is a waterless cleansing balm. Because I wear sunscreen, I use it. I don't wear face makeup like foundation, but I do wear sunscreen. And like when I get off live at night and I'm going to take a shower, I put this on my face and it melts off like if I got on any makeup like lipstick and stuff like that or the sunscreen, I use that. And then I use shampoo just to wash my face. Chris, how's it going? But I use sunscreen. I use two types of sunscreen. This one, and then I use this one. This one is SPF 30. This one is a baby sunscreen. It's SPF 50, but I use both of these. I put this one on first, and then I put this one on. Grizz, how you doing today? What's going on, cornbread? Pray for you, your addiction. We will pray for you. We will pray for you. So, yeah, two different sunscreens. This one. I use this one first and then this one. And sometimes, so I've been using this one lately. This is a zinc stick. I put this here. I'm doing good, Grizz. Feeling a little bit under the weather, but I'm feeling better. What else? Okay. When I wash my face, this is tallow, beef tallow. I use this one for moisturizer, beef tallow. Stone Cold, how's it going? It looked like this. But I just take a small amount. A little goes a long way. And I rub it on my face. I use this as moisturizer, beef tallow. And this is, if you have oily skin or you deal with like your skin, your pores get clogged, this is good. It's glycolic acid toner. If you deal with breakouts or anything like that, glycolic acid toner. But the main thing I would say is the sunscreen. The main thing is the sunscreen. Coconut oil, been using more than lotion. I like coconut oil, but coconut oil doesn't do well with my skin or my hair. Yeah, beef tallow. It's old school. This one is whipped. Let's see. This one it's not just beef tallow, but it got organic grass-fed tallow, cold pressed carrot pumpkin seed oil. It got essential oils of rose, geranium, frankincense, and grapefruit. I like beef tallow. You can use beef tallow on your skin. You can obviously you cook with it, but you can use it on your hair as a hair treatment. Put it on your ends and let it sit, and then shampoo your hair. Wash your hair. Yeah, it's good. You don't gotta worry about any. The thing about products and stuff is like there's lots of anything that has water in it. So a lot of the stuff that I use, it it's okay. So like the balm I use to get the makeup off my face, is waterless, and I like waterless stuff because less preservatives in it. Anytime you introduce water into a product, you have to put a preservative to keep it from going rancid, to inhibit bacteria growth. But the thing about it is, if you're using like 10 different products, each of those products, if they got water in them, they're gonna have preservatives in it, to keep it from going bad. That is a lot of that's a lot on your system. You want to limit your toxic load. Thank you, Pop Presidents. I appreciate that. You want to limit that load. So if I could give you advice and stuff like that, try to. There are some natural products that work, but try to stick with like waterless products because less preservatives in it. Preservatives. What's the other word? I'm looking for another word. Here's another word I'm looking for. Not preservatives. I don't know. It's a word I'm looking for. I'm glad you like my dance video. Yeah, you can use beef tallow. Beef tallow. But use it when you get out of the shower. Oh, let's see. Let me look it up. I don't know. Maybe I can't think of it. Well, yeah. The phthalate. It's another word I'm looking for. But you're right. My parabens and phthalates. So the phthalates and the parabens, those are endocrine disruptors, and those are inside the preservatives and products. You want to stay away from those. They're not good. So let's say you use a face wash, you use a toner, and you use a moisturizer. You use deodorant, you use perfume, you use shampoo, and you use conditioner, and you use lotion. Those are 8 products. And let's say the average product got about 25 ingredients. So what 8 times 25, right? And each of those products typically have fragrance in it. Fragrance are chemical cocktails. A company doesn't have to disclose what they have inside of those fragrances, right? So just think about that. You put in all those chemicals inside of your body, right? And that's a heavy load on your lymphatic system. 25 times 8, that's what, 200 different chemicals. And let's say you do it twice a day, or at least once a day, every single day. That wears on your immune system. That's wearing down your immune system because your body is trying to fight that toxic load. It's a lot. So if you stick with products that's like, if you can do no fragrance, stuff that have no fragrance and stuff, it's better. We can deal with when we're younger, but as you get older, it starts to wear on you. Pop, how's it going, Cuevas? I've had skin cancer 4 times. Be careful what sunscreens you use. A surgeon said he thinks it causes it. Yeah, you have to be very careful. We need to do our homework on what we put in our body. I agree. 25 products in my dress area. Yes. Yeah. Not all sunscreen is created equal. You want to get something that is reef safe. Oh, there are a molecule or two off from gas and alcohol. You want to, if you use sunscreen, get something that is reef safe. You want to read the ingredients. Look it up if you're unsure. How you doing, cornbread? Mondo, thank you for the follow. But yeah, parabens is not good. Phthalates is not good in our clothing. Yeah, the dyes. Stone Cold pointed at something out. The dyes in our clothing can also not only the dyes, but also the what our clothing is made up of. If you don't remember anything I say today, your underwear, them boxers, them drawers, whatever them briefs that you wearing, they need to be 100% cotton. Okay? It's mainly men in here. Make sure the cloth that you letting hang out around your stuff is cotton, not polyester. It needs to be a natural material. You will kill your little swimmers if you wearing some polyester. Now I don't know who would want to wear polyester drawers, but maybe you don't know. Maybe it's not something that you ever thought about. Them underwear, them panties, them drawers need to be 100% cotton. Cotton on the kibbles and bits. Ruby said the free ball. Hey, if you want to go free, go for it. Yeah, your bits need to breathe sometimes. When you take a shower, sometimes don't throw on nothing, right away. Sometimes just lay out for a little bit. Let some air hit your bits. let your bits let it air out a little bit. But yeah, no, you need to wear cotton drawers, okay? Cotton undies, all right? Please, you'll mess up your stuffies. You'll mess up your little swimmers. But yeah, the dyes in our clothes, anything that's synthetic, polyester, acrylic, all that stuff is not good. 45, I'm not trying to make no more babies. Yeah, but it also, your hormone system is responsible for a lot of stuff in your body. It's okay you don't want no more babies. I understand that. But you still want your hormones to be in good order, right? Just because you want them swimming to the promised land, you still want them to be able to swim, right? Because if they're not swimming, that means something is wrong. Would that make it cotton balls? So cold. Yeah, silk, you can do silk too. It just needs to be a natural fabric. Swimming through the swimming to the promised land. You know? That's how I call it. Swimming to the promised land. Yeah, yeah, it's also an indicator of health. You want them to be able to swim. Not that you trying to do and getting them to swim anywhere, all right? You're not trying to get them to compete, okay? You're not putting them in the race, but you still want them to be able to. Swimming in the land of milk and honey. There you go, Grizz. you still want them. My swimmer just swimming around bumping heads. Hey man, where we going? Get out of my way. That's so funny. So I went to school for skin. I studied skin. I still have my license. I'm still licensed in the state of Texas. I studied a lot about ingredients and products and stuff like that. And it is very important our environments. What did they say? They say genetics loads the gun, but our environment pulls the trigger, and I believe that. What's in our environment, the clothes that you wear, the stuff that you put on your body, it gets through your bloodstream. A lot of those companies, they'll say they'll do their own independent tests, but they're paying people that do the test. And they say, well, it can't get into your bloodstream. Yeah, this product is toxic in high amounts, but it can't get into your bloodstream. Okay, well, if that's the case, there wouldn't be nicotine patches. There wouldn't be birth control patches. Like, that's not true. It can get in your bloodstream. And then they also have ingredients in the product to make other ingredients further penetrate. Yeah, you have, you got your epidermis, you got your dermis, and then you got your subcutaneous tissue. Subcutaneous tissue, that's like the white meat. But you put something on your skin or your scalp, the skin on your scalp, the pores on your scalp are able to absorb products like 4 times, at least 4 times the amount of anywhere else. So be very mindful what you put on your face and your scalp because it's getting into your bloodstream and it will have an effect on your body, maybe not right away, but little by little. So just be mindful. You don't have to if you want to wear cologne, don't spray it on your skin, spray it on your clothes. Right? I mean, it's still going to get close to you, but at least you're not spraying it. Like where do we spray perfume and cologne? We put it here, where our lymph nodes are. You don't want to do that. Look at the slide. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Baron, for the hi, friend. Grizz said the dye. Yeah, exactly. That dye is bad. PFAs, forever chemicals that are gonna be in your system forever. They've done so many tests, even newborn babies, fresh out of the womb, they're testing, that they have PFAs and plastics in their system. They're brand new coming into the world and they got all this stuff in their body. And it's like their little bodies, their little immune system is trying to deal with that. But yeah, and it's in everything. It's in our food. The stuff we put on our body, got a bunch of junk in it. The stuff that are our food, the packaging that our food comes in, that plastic, it's just like, it's so bad. And all of that factors in the health issues now. Storing food, I tell you guys, yeah, Mike said it, go glass. Do not store any food in plastic. Our water, yeah. Frying pan, stainless steel or cast iron. Stainless steel or cast iron. Or ceramic, right? Don't use no non-stick stuff. Alex, how's it going? No non-stick stuff, guys. Don't microwave your food in plastic. If you go to a restaurant and you bring home like leftovers, take it out, put it on the plate. Don't microwave it in that plastic container. I know sometimes you be in a hurry, you're in a rush, but please don't microwave the plastic. You want to use a microwave, that's okay. But don't put that plastic in there. No dark plastics, no black plastics, that's bad. Try not to store your leftovers. If you food prep, get you some Pyrex containers. Don't put it in that plastic, okay? And don't heat that stuff in the microwave. That's so bad for you. Don't do that, okay? I want you guys to be healthy. I don't want y'all to have issues. Air frying, well, they said too, it's not the air frying that causes a problem. It's mainly what the air fryers is made out of. Because in the inside, it's that non-stick stuff, PFAs. So, like, I don't, here at my family's house, they have a air fryer. I don't have one at home, but I use it sometimes. But they have recently come out with some air fryers that don't have that non-stick, or they use a different type of material. But I looked that up too because now everybody has air fryers and they just said that it's that non-stick that has the forever chemicals in it. You use all glass, that's good. What did they say, microwave safe? Yeah, so usually, how you doing, physics bro? Welcome in. If they say microwave safe, you can put it and it's not gonna shatter anything, but like, I'm sure you guys have seen BPA free. Yeah, it may not have BPA in it, but it'll have a substitute, and usually that substitute is a lot worse. They just haven't studied it. Oh, they make glass now. Mine is a microwave. Starbucks and other places use plastic coffee makers and filters. Roast Garage, how you doing? Yeah, you want to stay away from plastics. That's one of the things that I'm like extremely passionate about, and then I'm constantly reading like not just articles, but like research and studies that they release. And you want to stay away. You don't want to store. We cannot fully remove plastic from our environments, but when it comes to like food and stuff and hygiene products, if you can get something that's in glass or metal or something like that, stainless steel, do that. Do that, okay? Thank you, Roast Garage. But yeah, that's yours. So it's safe as far as melting. Well, yeah, as far as melting, but when that melting happens, when a plastic gets heated, whenever plastic is heated, the chemicals in that plastic, there's so many different types of plastic out there. Whatever chemicals makes up that plastic, it leaches into whatever is so like if you have, okay, like I was sharing about the company that had a class action lawsuit because their hair products, a lot of women were saying that it was causing them to suffer from hair loss. Well, initially they thought it was because they changed the formula, but later on they figured out that the company had changed their packaging to their bottles. And because bottles sometimes are stored in warehouses, it's like not temperature controlled. Um, the bottle, like when plastic heats up, the product that's inside, like the shampoo, conditioner, the chemicals from the plastic was leaching into the actual product, and the women were putting it on their hair, their scalp, and that chemical was messing them up. So when you heat something up, especially you don't want to do anything acidic. That's why you see like a lot of tomato sauce, spaghetti sauce. It comes in glass because anything acidic, you do not want it to be stored in plastic because the acidity will actually make it leach even more. The chemicals from the plastic. Main problem is the origin of food. Aluminum leaching, yeah. Physics Bro says on there too. Aluminum leaching is a problem also. Stainless steel, cast iron, glass is the origin of the food. Animals full of chemicals, so they grow very fast. Yeah, you're right. I agree. It's so many things. So many things. Our food, what our food comes packaged in, where our food comes from. You explained half my fire science class, really? Okay, let me catch up over here. Y'all just being naughty now. I had a Burger King sandwich this morning. I'm regretting it. Aw, you gotta eat something. You gotta try to eat good this week, Broadway, because your stomach. Toaster oven, I didn't fall for the whole air fryer. She's so fussing. It's so many things. Funny how things really. It's so many things. And unless a person knows, put it in the recycle bin. Unless a person knows, a lot of people don't think about this stuff. A lot of people, they don't have the time to think about this stuff. They're busy working. And my people, why do you think the plastic has holes in it after you heat it in the microwave? Yeah, it's in your food. I'm very, very mindful. When the girls were little, I didn't. So for a long time, I did not use shampoo or conditioner on the girls' hair. I let them use like soap on their body, but I didn't let them use anything on their hair. I would wash their hair with lemon juice and with honey. So like they would get in the shower, I would cut a lemon in half. I would basically squirt it on the top of their head, right, and go like this. massage it in to get the oil, right? I would rinse that out, and then I would take some honey and put it on the tips of their hair, and that worked for them. I would use vinegar sometimes or tea, and didn't have any problems with their hair, and that's just because I know what's in the products, and I didn't. Girls, like when you are, our babies, they suffer the most, and a lot of stuff that's in their clothing and products, like nowadays, more and more younger women, younger girls are using products, and they're full of endocrine disruptors. That's a quick way to get your baby to go into early puberty. You want to stay away from that. In early puberty, that causes all kinds of stuff. So I was very mindful. Like they would want stuff from Target, and they would bring it to me, and I'm like, no, you gotta wait for that. No, I don't want you using that. If you go and you get a product, right, and you look at the ingredients, and if within the first, what, 5 ingredients is fragrance, put it back, because that means it is mainly fragrance in there. Put it back. It's a no-no. You don't want it, and especially you don't want your little people using it either. It goes in descending order. So you look at the ingredients list. Water is usually the first thing. So that means that product mainly has water. And then you keep following the ingredients, right? You really don't want fragrance to be within the top 10 of those ingredients. Simple test, try, eats egg from natural origin, kosher animals, and calm flavor. Yeah, I get eggs from my neighbor, like duck eggs, chicken eggs. There's a big difference. Mr. B, welcome in. Hair cleans itself. To be honest, if you leave it, don't tell anyone. But I'll use tallow to moisturize your face. I would use. Did you see it? I was showing the tallow, beef tallow I use, Jamie. This is what I use. It's beef tallow. It got some pumpkin seed oil in here and carrot oil, but I use this. That in your old videos, yeah, you can. So I did water only hair washing for many years. I would just rinse my hair with water, or I would make tea rinses, or I would use vinegar, or even lemon juice. I did that for a long time, and my hair was fine. But now I've changed it because I put heat on my hair. It doesn't work well if you putting heat on your hair. But for a long time, I did water only washing. One of my videos that went viral on YouTube, it was me talking about water only hair washing. If you got short hair, you can get away with it. But if your hair is long, it does take a lot of effort. But I did it for a long time with the girls. I would rinse the hair, or I would make tea. There's a lot of herbs that you can use that you can take care of your hair. So if you don't want to go that traditional route, like using stuff from the store, there's a lot of plants that you could buy that you could use to take care of your hair, take care of your body. And I found the top 5 worst laundry soaps in America, top worst canned food also. So I have like an allergy when it comes to stuff. When I was growing up, I couldn't use Tide. I still can't use Tide. I'm okay with Gain now, but I can't wash my clothes in Tide. I'll break out in hives. And I can't use certain soaps. They come in processed packages, poison. It's so many stuff. I could talk about this all day. It's so much stuff. Joe, how you doing? Welcome in. Where do I live? I'm in Texas. Johnson & Johnson was horrible. Mike said it. So I don't know about you guys, but growing up, you would see women, especially like if a mother, she had a baby, when they would change the baby diaper, they do the wipes, and then that area is kind of wet, it has moisture, so they would put powder and then put the baby diaper on. That caused so many hormonal problems and reproductive problems for people and women. A lot of women were, take a shower. I grew up seeing my aunt take a shower and get up and put powder on her, under her arms, and, in certain places. And women were getting cancer from it. Like there's a whole documentary. I don't know if it's still on Netflix, but Johnson and Johnson got in trouble. They had to pay some money. But guess what? If you go, they still selling that. They knew it, yeah. They did know it. They did know it. They still, you can still don't use any Johnson and Johnson product on your baby. If you know a mom or soon to be mom or any mother that got a little baby or infant or toddler, tell them not to use. Don't use the body wash. Don't you use the powder. Don't use no type of Johnson and Johnson product on your baby. That is a no no. You don't do it. And then you using the powder, so the little particles, you breathing it in, and your baby is breathing it in, and it's getting into their lungs. Call a whole bottle of apple cider vinegar. You're bad. Your hair is so soft. Yeah, apples. Okay. The main thing with your hair. So going back to what I said, I used to use for the girls to care for their hair. Your hair is mainly acidic, right? And on the pH scale, the pH scale, um, it falls like a 4.5 to 5.5 on the pH scale. Water is neutral. So like, if you want to, like lightly cleanse your hair, right? Water can remove some stuff. Water and a little bit of friction. But if you add something like lemon juice or vinegar, just a little bit to water, it'll help close the outer layer, because your hair, if you look at your hair, it looks like shingles on the roof. And when you wash it, you add water to it, add soap to it, shampoo, it raises up those, what do you call it? What is it called? What is it called, Yaya?
What?
Your hair, what your hair looks like. It raises up the, kind of like the shaft of the hair. But when you add, not follicles or something, I don't know why it's slipping for me today. I don't know. But I don't know why I can't think of it. I'm missing the words today. But yeah, you can you add a little bit of vinegar or lemon juice to water, and you rinse your hair with it. It closes those. Dang it!
Follicles?
No, it's not follicles.
No?
Dang it! What's the name of it?
Okay.
Many people on my team work with JJ. Yeah, it's not. Let me look up. Let's see. It helps to seal the cuticle. It helps to seal the cuticle. I'll show you this. Okay? Look, they got a picture. When you wash your hair, you put water on your hair, shampoo. It raises up. You see how it looks like kind of like shingles or like a tree? It raises that up, and it allows the product to go in there and to remove the dirt and oil, right? Because it has a water loving side. So like shampoo and soap, it has a water loving head and it has an oil loving head, right? So when you use it, it goes into the strand like that. It gets the oil and the dirt, right? And it allows when you rinse your hair for it to wash away. So you want to close the cuticle of your hair. So you can use something like apple cider, add a little bit, like a teaspoon to water or lemon juice to water, and it will help close the cuticle of your hair, close that hair shaft. And so when you comb it or whatever, it'll make it easier to comb because it's flat. If that makes sense. That makes sense. But a lot of hair products aren't pH balanced. Some of them are not. And you use them like, why my hair feel like this? Well, it's not. It's not pH balanced. You want it to be anywhere from 4.5 to 5.5 on the pH scale. Like I said, the acidic side is more acidic. How do you tell? You can. So I know you like to use nice shampoos. Life of Sports, when you buy so the whatever shampoo you're using right now, Google the pH of it. So let's say you use uh, I don't know, Dove shampoo. I'm just throwing that one out there. Just Google what's the pH balance of that particular hair product you're using. It'll tell you. You want it to fall within 4.5 to 5.5. You don't want it to be no more than 7 because then it'll be drying you out. Anything, so 7 is water, it's neutral. Anything beyond that will leave the strands open like that. Leave the cuticle open. You probably said listed on the, yeah. Some of them will say pH balanced. With your skin, you want it to be pH balanced too. Your cleansers, soap, you want it to be pH balanced. When it's not, so like bar soap is extremely alkaline. And if you, so like I can use bar soap. I even have a hair shampoo. It's a bar. I can use it at home because it's rainwater and rainwater is more acidic, so it mixes well. I don't have a problem with it. But I don't know if any of y'all use bar soap and you use it with the tap water, because there's minerals and stuff in the water, calcium buildup. It doesn't mix well, so it leaves like a film on your skin, and it also makes your skin feel very dry and itchy because it's like way high up on the alkaline side of the pH scale. Let's see, let me see, scroll down. Everywhere mixing water to lay down the hair follicles, cuticle. Learn something new every day. Cold water after washing helps to close the cuticles. Now with pH balance. Yeah, you can use cold water too. When I wash my hair, I rinse with cold water because it helps shut those cuticles down. But there's a lot of stuff in nature that you could use. Veronica pointed something out. Aloe vera. You could use aloe vera. There's plants that create natural saponins. A lot of cactus and succulents have they create saponins, so you can soak them in water and or blend them in water, and it'll create like a natural suds. You can use that. There's lots of stuff in like plants or flowers that you can use as a natural conditioner. You just soak it in water or whatever, strain it. You can use it. Oils are non-polar. You need non-polar solvents to dissolve oils. Polar materials require polar solvent, like dissolve alike. So a lot of people do oil cleansing. So this one product that I was showing. So this is a waterless cleansing balm. So I told y'all I use this to take the sunscreen off my face because the sunscreen is kind of heavy. It works because of what physics bro just said. Like dissolves alike. So like, is the oil in here? It helps to dissolve the oil that's on my face. Thank you, Dandelion. Yeah, like dissolves alike. I know some women, they do oil cleansing. You know, they take an oil like jojoba oil or whatever their favorite oil is, and they massage it into their face. And instead of using soap to wash it off, they just take a warm washcloth and they wipe it off. And if you deal with really dry skin, you can use that, and it works very well. Jersey on my way. I think because growing up, I was having an allergic reaction to a lot of stuff. And, you know, it's not fun when your skin feels like it's on fire. Your scalp feels like it's on fire. It's not fun, you know. And I started paying attention to watching stuff. And then when I went to school, learning the ingredients and stuff and how companies will take shortcuts, you know, put a bunch of fillers or just cheap ingredients in their products, you know, and it's like people don't know. And also with having like Yaya and Yo-Yo not wanting their little bodies to be exposed to certain things. Thinking about bringing that back to our oil cleanser with almond and grapes oil because it was a light oil. Yeah, you can use a light oil, but I like this one. It's by a company called Pacifica. You can't really see it, but it basically has oil in here. It don't have the ingredients here, but it's a thick balm. I just take a little amount and you rub it in, and then I rinse my face. But I still like use soap or whatever just to make sure I get it all off. We had some interesting conversations today. Interesting conversations. I'm very mindful. Like at the tiny house, um, I try not to bring in much plastics. I don't store any food in plastic. The stuff that I cook on is either ceramic, stainless steel, or cast iron. My like rice and stuff like that, everything's stored in glass. I mean, I do have plastic in the house, but I definitely don't keep any type of food. If it come in plastic when I buy it, I take it out of the plastic and I put it in something else. Um, Especially because there's no AC in a tiny house, and so it's like in the summertime it gets hot. I don't want whatever. I don't need my rice just cooking, warming up in a plastic, storing container. But we can't limit, all these things in our environment. We can't completely take it away, but we can limit certain things, and I think that's important, especially if you have little ones, you know, especially if you have kids and babies and stuff like that. You don't want to be putting their skin is so thin, and their immune system, they don't have the immune system that we have. So it's important to be mindful what you put on their skin, the clothing that you put in on them and stuff. I believe that all, baby clothing, toddler clothing, it should be natural, uh, natural fabric. I don't think any small child should be wearing polyester because it's just so bad and so harmful. Uh, no, I don't do hair, but have and spend time learning about it. My hair is pretty long. Got me googling hair products, and I barely use the number one on the clippers. I learned a lot from Tabby when she used to do hair videos. Yeah, that was how I. That was like long before I ever got on TikTok. I used to be a YouTube partner on YouTube, and I was making hair videos, just sharing my journey and the things that I learned. Going about it a different way. Big Nate, how's it going? Supersonic, thank you for sharing the live. I like to read, and um, when I have free time, even when I don't have free time, sometimes I'll listen to stuff. I like skin and I like hair stuff and I like flowers and I like plants and sometimes combine the two. I want to use stuff, I want to look nice and I want to take care of myself, take care of my skin and my hair, but I also don't want to do that. I believe there's a way to do that without harming, you know my body and also harming the environment. Because the farm that I live on, it is organic. I have to be very mindful of what I use, that I use, the products that I use. Kingdom, how you doing, June? Thank you for the roses. Crazy part is they polluted our water so much. Only use glass. Everything, everything. You said ester molecule. I don't know. I could go on for hours talking about that stuff. Rick, I need to show you guys. I need to post pictures of my tiny house so you can see. just like what I have my food stored in and stuff. And the girls know it too. Like if some come in plastic, I'm like, no. It just popped into your head, Esther molecule. But I want you guys to be healthy, you know? It saddens me so many people being diagnosed with cancer, you know? And why we have so many autoimmune diseases? Why is cancer so prevalent? Why we have all these issues now? You know, what has changed? What in our environment has changed? What are we doing? You know, I don't want people to suffer. I don't want any of you guys to suffer. If I can give you any, not that I know anything, everything, but whatever knowledge that I do know, you know, I want to share with you guys. And you guys, I learned from y'all too. Said something about things being polar. I went down the science hole, had an epiphany. Yeah, he said oils are non-polar. You need non-polar solvents to dissolve oils. Polar materials require polar solvents like dissolved like. So you need oil. Oil can dissolve oil. Polyester is a category of polymers that contain the ester functional group in their main chain. Mike finna break it down for us. Polyester is a category of polymers that contain the ester functional group in their main chain. We were talking about polymers the other day. I'm happy we can have this kind of conversations, you know? We all want to be healthy. We all want to take care of our body. Polymer, then one ester polymers. I like how you do that. Polymer, then one ester polymers. Two Canes, how you doing? Amy Winehouse. I don't look like Amy Winehouse. Thank you, Two Canes, for the heart me. Alright, guys, so tonight we're gonna be playing Uno. We're gonna be playing Uno on the live. Yeah. Come back and play Uno with me. I'm gonna head out. I'm hungry. I need to make lunch. So I'm trying to think. Everything going good, Supersonic. It's okay, Two Canes. Trying to think. I am going back home tonight. I will be traveling back home, back to the tiny house. So maybe I come on at 8 o'clock. I don't know. I'll let you guys know. I'll post it in the thoughts. I may come on 30 minutes earlier. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I'll let you guys know. I enjoyed our conversations this afternoon. I enjoyed it. I hope everybody has a wonderful. And on the tube, did it cut me off? Did it disconnect? Because I see it restarted my time. Let me tell you something. Usually Tuesday trivia, but lately we've been playing Uno. I don't want to catch nothing. All right, y'all. I hope y'all have a wonderful and blessed day. I'll be back on later on. Yeah, I think maybe it started up. If I can get 3 people to give me an unfollow and refollow, I would greatly appreciate it. It's still there. They started my time over for whatever reason. I hope they counted all my watch hours. I don't know. Maybe that's a mistake.
Can I wash some of my t-shirts? I forgot to wash it.
Mhm. Thank you guys. I need one more person. One more person. Let's see. One more. Give me an unfollow and refollow. One more. One more. If you can. Yeah, I did it. One more person. Give me an unfollow and refollow. If you can. I don't know what happened. I've been on for a couple of hours. I know for 2 hours and almost 20 minutes. All right, y'all. I'm gonna head out. I'll see you guys later, okay? Maybe it glitched. Oh, okay. All right, all right. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all. Bye, guys.